Well, we're going to be talking about the Covenant Killer, the monster that went and go and killed 3 children, and that's what we call them. This person today is a monster, as we have had as all the information from the manifesto has been dropped. It's been released, and we're going to view it today. I'm going to try to get this done and over with quickly, so you guys. It's not maybe exactly quickly, but there's a lot of information that we have to go over that you guys may have to know. So without further ado, my friends, let's get into it. So what we have here is this from Michael Patrick Leahy. Covenant killer Audrey Hale left a suicide note for her parents with instructions for if I don't survive my massacre. So this is what's going to be going on here. We're going to be going over a little bit. We won't be going over the entire thing, okay, guys? Not the entire thing, because it's a lot. But I want to go over some of the key points here, so you guys get to know what's going on. First, we'll do the whole massacre thing and stuff like that. You guys are going to see everything. So we have here this is all from the Tennessee Star, saying the Covenant Killer I guess you could say monster. We're going to say monster here. It says left parents a ending note with instructions for if I don't survive my massacre. The Tennessee has obtained the suicide note left by Covenant School Killer the monster to call her parents before her devastating March 27th attack in 2023 that claimed the lives of the 3 9-year-old students and 3 adults. Metro Nashville Department investigators found the note posted to Hale's bedroom wall, which the Star has learned was adorned with childhood memorabilia and photos. Addressed to her parents, Hale also mentioned her brother Scott in the 2-paragraph note. If I don't survive my massacre, I want my room to be left exactly as it is left. Hale began her note. She instructed her mother and father, I don't want any of my possessions down in that dingy basement. In all capital letters, Hale continued, please read my will, where she explained her parents would find instructions about what to do with my stuffed animals and possessions. While Hale did not offer details about her planned attack in the suicide note, she signified concern about repercussions for surviving family members. I'm worried what you and Scott will have to go through, wrote Hale. She concluded the note, I'm sorry, but it is my time to go. I love you. Hale was born a biological woman, but identified as a transgender man at the time of her death. She adopted the name Aiden when she began identifying as a transgender. The existence of the suicide note was confirmed on April 4th, 2023, when an inventory of items seized from the search warrant on the Hale family home was published. So, that was going on here, and we have more that's going on. Vanderbilt silent on possible transgender treatment of Covenant of the monster, and it says the Vanderbilt University Medical Center is silent about whether Covenant School Killer Hale sought transgender drugs, surgeries, or other gender-affirming treatment following the revelation she was 22-year-old mental health patient of a staff at BUMC. So the reason why they're silent about this, guys, the reason why they're silent about this is because of the fact that they don't want any of this to be linked to transgender people going psycho and just killing people. That's the reason why. So that's the reason why they're silent about the whole situation, and that's the great concern here. Whenever it's the left that actually wants to prove a point, they lie consistently, and then whenever the story is being brought out and they need to actually make a comment about it, they either freeze up or they don't say anything about it at all. They're silent. That's what the left does. So we have this more that says VUMC has not replied to multiple requests for comment from the Tennessee Star following the revelations, my apologies, which included confirmation that Hale was prescribed at least 4 medications from VUMC and was treated by mental health professionals associated with VUMC since April 2001. So that is what we have here. All this great fiasco, right? This insanity here. These people will remain silent. What we have here is, well, more from the Tennessee Star saying Audrey Hale claimed she planned Covenant attack for 5 years and recovered. Journal, plan near perfection. So it goes on to say that Covenant School Killer wrote in a journal, recovered from her vehicle, that she planned her attack for 5 years and prepared meticulously until her devastating plot was near perfection. It said the Tennessee Star obtained dozens of pages of Hale's writings, which police recovered from her vehicle from a source familiar with the Covenant investigation. In a number of entries to the journal, Hale indicated she planned her attack for years. On March 13, 2023, just 2 weeks before her March 27 attack on the school, Hale wrote 2 more weeks. Thank F, I plan to die, plan in mind, and plan for near perfection. In the middle of the entry, Hale wrote the date she selected to attack the school. An undated entry on the next page of Hale's journal indicates she planned the attack for years before claiming the lives of 3 9-year-old students and 3 adults who worked at the Covenant School. So that's a report. That's what's been going on here. So she reported she's been planning all this stuff for years. And we're gonna go back to this, but we have more. It says the FBI memo on protection of legacy tokens sent to Nashville police in May 2023 opposed release of Covenant Killer documents, cited destruction precedent. We're gonna go over this, guys. So the Tennessee Star has obtained the FBI memo sent to the Metro Police on May 11th, 2023 from a source familiar with Covenant Killer investigation. The letterhead and heading used for the memo indicate it originated at the FBI's Critical Incident Response Group in Quantico, Virginia. The opening paragraphs reveal it was sent by the FBI's Behavioral Threat Assessment Center, the home of the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit. The memo was not signed. The memo does not specifically mention Hale who fatally shot three 9-year-old students and 3 faculty members in the devastating March 27, 2023 attack at the Covenant School in Nashville. It was, however, sent 2 days after the Star's News digital media, which owns the Tennessee Star, and the company's CEO Michael Patrick Leahy filed a lawsuit against the FBI in federal court to compel the release of Hale's written documents, including those sometimes called a manifesto. And 1 day after Star News Digital Media Incorporated and Leahy filed a lawsuit against Metro Nashville Davidson County government and state for the same purpose. This is what we're talking about here, guys. This is what we're talking about here. The FBI is in cahoots with the Democrats, cahoots with the trans situation, because again, the left does not want these type of stories to get out. The reason why they don't want these type of stories to get out, because they're all like, oh well, because it hurts our narrative. It hurts our narrative very bad that these trans individuals are deeply disturbed, that they have severe mental health problems, and we need to get them help, but we're obviously not doing anything. So, again, the FBI is what's going on here, and it goes on to say the term legacy token appears to be a creation of the FBI. A June 2018 FBI document studying pre-attack behaviors of active shooters defines legacy tokens as a communication prepared by the offender to claim credit for the attack and articulate the motives underlying the shooting. Examples, according to the federal agency, include manifestos, videos, social media postings, or other communications deliberately created by the shooter and delivered or staged for discovery by others, usually near in time to the shooting. The FBI, according to the memo, strongly discourages public dissemination of any legacy tokens. So, yeah, that, again, the FBI is not our friends, guys. They have never been our friends, and they are hiding very important information from the public to try to solve this issue. And what we have here is that the Covenant Killer claimed to call suicide prevention helping 5 times prevention helpline 5 times, denied being bipolar in journal entry. It's like it all comes together, right? Like, time and time again, guys, we see to where these people look to see help. They cry or say something to a government official or a public official or what have you. They say, like, I need help, please help me, and they don't do anything. What is the point of this helpline when you're just gonna be like, nah, this person's bipolar, just get rid of it? It's like, hello, why not call, why not try to help them, and then, after they're done with the call, especially since this person called 5 times, that you don't call somebody and try to help this person. It's like, this, again, our government seems to fail at every single thing that they do. It is consistent with the government. And a lot of these shootings end up happening because people that have been notified of this don't do anything. Like, it's incredible. Like the Uvalde situation. That probably would have been an issue if the cops didn't dilly-dally and do nothing and actually let the parents go and help their kids. But instead, the Uvalde cops have to tackle the parents. They have to arrest the parents for wanting to go save their kids. It's really an atrocious thing, honestly. And again, we're seeing the government, our own public system, the helpline, to try and help somebody. Somebody's calling for help, and they don't do anything. It's insane, really. It goes on to say here that a graduate of Nassau College of Art and Design in Nashville, Hale on at least 2 occasions wrote about being scammed online and in business transactions. After being scammed, Hale wrote about her emotions. I broke my figuring, wrote Hale. My outburst was because I can't stop feeling sad, angry, so sad, too much, too long. Hale then wrote about her mental state. I've been anxious all last week, all day today, stressed that I'm told I'm bipolar by some prideful B word. She continued, no one gets me, everyone misunderstands autism, before later adding, I'm not an emo or bipolar, but a F with no lover. And it goes on to say here, that says that she also wrote that she listened to 1-1800, the suicide hotline pretty much, 5 times. That phone number is listed on the telehelp.org website as the number for the National Prevention Hotline. So, again, we're seeing that this person is unstable. This person needed help, and they're refusing to help this individual. Well, what's going on here, right? Like, this person obviously needs help. She's crying for help, and nobody's helping her. Of course she's going to go out and do something like this. Because at every road that she's asking for help, people move her away like she's nothing, like she's trash. Regardless whether this person is trans or not, or what you want to have to call it, this person was obviously seeking help, demanding help, and not getting it. We have more. The Covenant killer wrote about desire to off her father in recovered journal. The journal recovered from the vehicle driven by Covenant school killer Audrey Elizabeth Hale includes a list of 5 entries expressing animosity toward her father, including one page where Hale wrote of her desire to kill him. Among the roughly 80 pages are 5 entries in which Audrey Hale mentions her father, Ronald Hale, including an updated entry in which she expressed a desire to kill him and other cranky and mentally ill men. So obviously she was also indoctrinated by the feminists, which has no care for women whatsoever, and what hated men too. What is this? We have more. The journal indicates Covenant killer to attack school in January. It says in multiple entries spread across 4 pages, Hale wrote that she planned to attack the Covenant school on January 17th, then decided against the date for a number of reasons. Hale first indicated she selected the January to commit the attack in a January 16 entry apparently addressed to Nikki Tidwell, who was previously identified as a friend Hale made while studying at the Nassau College of Fine Arts and Design. I'm so sorry, Nikki Hale wrote. I didn't mean to plan my massacre on the 17th. I'm going to be a terrible as for leaving you. How bad my heart hurts. And this is just, again, this person needed help. Nobody helped her. Obviously, the FBI knew stuff. The FBI was withdrawing information, trying to be silent on the issue. She planned this attack apparently for 5 years, and nobody even noticed this. So there's that. And again, I think a lot of this could have been prevented. I think if people didn't didn't address her transgenderism, but address her mental health issues, this would have been fixed. Again, guys, what we're seeing here is that transgenderism is causing people to ignore the symptoms of people that are not mentally well and making them lash out and go and do these horrendous things. And of course, nobody went to go help this person at all. They refused and said they decided to go into these people's delusions. And guess what happened? No help. She went and go commit this atrocity. I'm not trying to feel bad for this monster here, but what I'm trying to make you guys understand is that the transgender community has a mental health problem. And we need to solve it. And these people didn't give this person help at all because they're like, oh, it's just transgender or whatever, and they ignore it. This is what the transgender movement or activists do. They make these people not be able to get help because they're transgender or whatever, and when everybody goes and attacks them and says you need to get help, they backlash. They say no. The transgender community is dangerous to their own community. They don't care. And this is just the reality. Plain and simple. Well, guys, that's it for the video. Just share, as always. Take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. Cause it's algorithmic disease, the social media.